Kaya ingat po tayo kasi if ever you will be subjected to penalties, alam niyo naman na po yung BIR, wala na po silang sinasanto ngayon whether it's small business or a big business, especially so with the new regulations. So whenever we say exempt, there's no output and there's no input. But if ever it is vatable or zero-rated sale, there's an output and there's an input VAT. If ever it's an exempt sale, you can never claim an input VAT. Our answer there is whenever there's an exempt sale, you cannot claim the input VAT. Okay? Now, we said earlier that if ever that is a zero rated sale, if that is a exempt sale, no output, no input. While for zero rated and vatable, there's output and there's input. So in short, if ever we have input VAT amounting to 5,000 pesos, the question here is, can you claim this input VAT in full? The answer is no. Because if there is an exempt sale, you cannot claim all the input VAT. So based on our presentation, we say here that if there's an input VAT attributable to an exempt sale, it will never be claimable. That is incorrect. Because if ever you have exempt sale, you cannot claim all your input VAT, especially input VAT attributable to the exempt sale. Now, if ever it is not attributable, then you need to prorate the amount for the exempt sale. Ngayon, since exempt sale siya, wala ka dapat i-claim na input VAT on that. Ngayon kasi ang ginagawa natin as accountants, kinukuha natin yung total na input VAT. And kung magkano yung total, claim na lang natin basta. If ever we have an exempt sale, we should remove the amount of input VAT attributable to the exempt sale. If it is not attributable, our first learning for today is you need to prorate it. So, our first topic earlier, kapag may exempt sale, if ever you have an exempt sale, wala kang input, wala kang output. And if ever you cannot attribute the input, kailangan tanggalin mo siya. So, proper invoicing on your sales, whether it is exempt, zero rated, or it is a vatable sale, and proper claiming of your input VAT.